Here at TV Magic, we have Australia's best home theatre expert, Stephen. Now, Stephen, this is another home theatre that you've built. Could you give us a brief rundown of what's in this room?
Okay, all right. Well, we've got a 140-inch screen. It's a matrix white with a 1.2 percent gain on the screen. It is fed by a 4K laser projector. It has the speakers. You've got 7 surround speakers, so your front 3 and then your 4 your surrounds and your surround rears. And then we've got 4 in ceiling speakers. They're 8-inch 3-ways. We've got 4 subs at the front, so we've got 2 18s and we've got 2 12s. As you can see around the room, we've got acoustic panels to take out most of the unwanted sounds, the reflections of the room. We've got really good underlay, we've got really good thick carpet, and we've got a inbuilt air conditioning system, both ducted and a split system. The room is acoustically. We've worked on the soundproofing of the room, I should say, so that the room is very, very dead. We've got a dual door system, so not only you've got the internal door, you've got an external door as well. All right, to make sure that no sound leaves the room. The room is perfectly sealed, so there is no air leaving, coming in or going, and that's to keep all the sound in here as well. And that's so that we can have, we don't get distracted with noises outside, and also outside doesn't hear all the noise from in here as well.
So, Stephen, with the acoustic panels, there's multiple panels around the room, and then you're talking about how you actually soundproof the walls properly. How many layers were in the soundproofing again?
So there's 8 layers of soundproofing between, not on the door, but on the walls.
And you did this yourself?
I did it all I did have help. My wife did help me carry some panels and stuff. All of this by ourselves.
Yep, okay. Without getting into the technicality of soundproofing, that's quite amazing. 8 levels of soundproofing for a truly professional system. To give customers an idea, what is this home theatre build worth? Total cost?
Total cost, you're looking at about $380,000.
So this, ladies and gentlemen, is a 380 grand home theatre build. Total cost, everything you see. Equipment, seats,
control system,
installation,
all the equipment,
everything
that you can see now, except for the statues at the back. They're pretty one-off, so you won't get them again.
Can you build a pretty awesome system? What sort of budget would you recommend for clients, or if they don't have 380 grand?
Oh, look, the best thing for you to do is just come to me with a realistic option of how much you want to spend, and I'll push the boundaries on making that system exactly sound like how much you really want to spend. As we don't, the money goes into the equipment, and we will make it absolutely sing for you.
Okay. If I said to you, I have a budget of 50 to 150, is that enough?
Yeah, more than enough. But it just depends on, if what you want with that money. I mean, if you want a 4K projector, if you want like the full 11 speakers and multiple subs, we try and push that amount to hit all of your needs that you require.
Okay, awesome. All right, next, Steve, this whole cinema is controlled through this system.
Actually, the whole house is.
The whole house is, okay.
So currently at the moment, I've got 3 different zones. So I've got the cinema, the lounge, which is just outside, and the rumpus, which is just outside, and the lounge room that's just up there. So if someone outside is playing too much noise, I can actually tap into it and turn their volumes down as well. But in here, I've got fully control of the rack, which is outside. I can turn on, turn it off, adjust the volume, do everything a normal remote does, but just with a touchscreen of an iPad.
Now, have I got that right? That's an embedded iPad in the center console there. Armrest.
Yeah, armrest of the seat, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And you installed that as well.
I did.
And what's the software or system that controls it all?
This is Savant.
Savant.
Yeah. So Savant has, you can put it onto your phone, your iPad. They also come with remotes as well, which I do have one here.
Is this like a universal remote or?
Yep.
Yep.
So just a remote, and it controls the whole system there.
Awesome.
So the reason the iPad doesn't work, I can also grab the remote as well.
Okay. All right, Steve. Now, besides all the expense in the speakers, the projector, all the audio and visual, the techie stuff, what else have you done in this room that you've built?
Okay, so we had to build. So apart from the acoustic and the soundproofing, we had to build the stages. So these stages are built in such a way that they absorb the bass of the room, right? So there is actual holes underneath the chairs and in the front of the kick panel, and what that does is it gives it an echo chamber for the bass to be sucked out of the room, right? Same with the next step at the back. We did actually design this to take more of those seats if we wanted to put more seats in. But at the end, we decided just to leave it alone and just leave it with the three seats. But this is also another bass chamber, so it's just to tighten up the bass in the room and to without having big bulky acoustic panels in the corners. So that we used to before the floor went down, we actually put lead underneath this floor. That is just to keep the sound in the room and not let it trap underneath. Then there's a level of underlay, which is a very special underlay to suck the sound out of the room, same as the acoustic panels, right? So that the sound doesn't reflect off the floor and bounce and make the sound muddy for you. We've also got a wireless access point in here, so because the room is sealed, you don't get very good Wi-Fi in here, so we put a Wi-Fi access point in here as well.
Very important, yep.
Just another thing, this is a big, huge duct for a ducted system. Up above there is a big S-trap, and what that is to take all the bass out of all the sound out of the room before it goes into another room, because all the ducts are joined, right? And so the last thing you want to do is have air flowing in and out of here without and affecting another room. So the S-trap is designed to suck all the sound out before it gets to another room.
Which is a problem when you have 1, 2, 3, 4 subs.
It does, yes.
Yeah.
It is earth-shattering.
Now, obviously you speak a lot about the audio and sound quality because there's over $300,000 worth of speakers. Did I get that right?
Yeah, close to that.
Little details. You got a black aircon unit as well that blends in. But I really dig this infinity. What do you call it? The ceiling.
The hidden edge.
The hidden edge.
So you can put lights up there and hide everything that you. Because the thing is with soundproofing, putting lights like this in virtually kills the soundproofing. But because of this edge, we've actually got an enclosure in behind there. So these are in another enclosure, so they're not to the outer. These do not breathe to the outer system or the outer room, right? These are all sealed, right? So all of those, that's why they're only in that, and they're not in the main area. All of these speakers, they are in sealed enclosures, right? So that even though they do break through the soundproofing, those enclosures are soundproofed as well. Right, so the whole point of this is that when you wake up in the middle of the night and you need to watch the game or you need to watch a Grand Prix or anything like that, you can have the volume at a reasonable volume and you don't affect anyone else in the family. So that's the whole point of soundproofing, really.
And for potential home theater TV Magic clients, if they want popcorn machines or they want different movie characters, you've got access to
Yep,
pretty much anything anyone can imagine, right?
that's it.
Yeah. What's some of the things you've done for other home cinemas?
Oh, we've built candy bars. We've built. It just goes on and on. So whatever you can have at your local cinema, we can build it for you. It's that simple. So yeah, candy bars are a favourite. But the problem is, if you've got kids, don't expect the candy to last very long.
So, oh wow. So the sky's the limit, and it's limited only to your imagination.
That's it. That's it.
I love it. Let's go have a look at the AV rack.
All right, no worries.
Okay, so here it is. Here's the
Rack.
the rack,
Yeah,
the
AV
guts,
rack.
the brain of
Brains
the
of the operation.
operation. What's in here, Steve?
All right, so at the top we've got an AC Infinity. So what this does is it's a controller that tells you the temperature and everything of inside the rack, and it controls. There's 4 fans in the top of the rack here. I don't think you can see them, and then there's 2 up the back, up in the top, yeah, right on the front here.
Okay.
And what they do is they suck the hot air out of this cupboard and up into the roof cavity. Right, and that's the controller. So once it gets to about 45 degrees, they automatically come on and start pumping hot air out. The next one underneath is an AV managed switch, so that this does all the network in the house. Right, so so everything to do with network goes through this. This we've got a Ultra HD Blu-ray recorder, but also to put TV reception into the theatre. Next underneath is the Blu-ray player, so Ultra HD Blu-ray player. So that does all your 4K content, which is by far so much superior compared to anything online. Mm-hmm. Underneath is a 4K media player, so it plays everything from our network. So we've got a 600 terabyte hard drive that's full of movies, every possible movie you can think of.
600 terabytes.
Yes,
Wow.
that's a lot.
Yeah.
There's actually another one in another room, but
Client must love movies.
that's it. Then we've got just a Sonos preamp to put audio into the cinema if we want it.
Okay.
Just a spare media player. This is just another network switch.
What's the spare media player for? Sorry for interrupting.
It's usually for another room, but we swap them out from time to time.
Okay.
So it's nothing unusual.
Yep.
So 2 Sonos amplifiers, for one in the office and one outside.
Okay.
And then we've got the brains of the. This is a preamplifier. It's not a receiver. It is a preamp. There is no amplification in this whatsoever. Mm-hmm. Right. It does all the brains, and then it follows to these 2 9-channel power amps. Right, and they're about 240 watts per channel. So yeah. So that is it. It just fits in, and no one is the wiser.
Looks like you got the perfect size rack for this size cupboard for the customer.
That's it.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That'll do it. So there you have it. Stereo Steve, as we call him, the Australia's best home theatre expert from TV Magic.
There we go.